Welcome back to Bambi Builds for episode 7. Last week we built this library, and this week we are building a little honeybee sanctuary. It's going to be so cute. I have prepared all the building materials we'll need, but I am missing a couple of important things like bees and a beehive and a bee's nest and some more flowers. So yeah, we'd better get started. So there is a bee's nest on an island nearby, but in order to pick it up, we first need to obtain silk touch from one of our librarians. So I'm visiting my farms to do some quick trading for emeralds. Then we can trade with our librarian, and then we will have silk touch. And then we get the bees. And then we get the honey. So here's farmer number 1, wheat and beets. And farmer number 2, carrots and potatoes. And that guy's not supposed to be there, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so we are looking for a librarian who we haven't traded with yet. Ooh, like this guy. Then we just keep going until we get what we want. Ooh, that's tempting. Very tempting. But it's not silk touch. Ooh, that hurts. It's good, but it's not silk touch. Yes, that's what we want. Let's trade to lock that in. In fact, let's trade twice, just to be sure. And now we can destroy that lectern, and he will still keep the silk touch trade. Now, is it wise to put silk touch on an axe? Or should it be a pickaxe? Who cares? Okay, now before we leave on our adventure, we just need to free this trapped villager. See, that's not what we want. Come on, mate. Have some potatoes. Okay, he's free. Now we can go. If my memory serves me, I think we can just aim this way and we will come across an island with a bee's nest. Now, if you want to skip ahead to the build tutorial, it starts at 11 minutes 30. Otherwise, come with me and I'll teach you a thing or two about bees. If you want to find some bees, your best bet is to find some flowers. Ooh, hello. Where is your nest? Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring shears. So let's find some iron. There should be some up in the mountain. I much prefer finding iron up high rather than down low underground. I generally avoid going underground as much as possible. Oh, I think I've been up here before. I hope there's still some iron left and I didn't take it all. Here's some. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay then. I won't argue with that, but I also won't turn my back. Just a tiny bit more. Ooh, these flowers. Perfect. They are 2 blocks high, which means we can use bone meal to duplicate them, which is great because we need lots of flowers to breed our bees. Now let's find a nest. Oh, that's right. I want to make a campfire as well, so we'll need some logs. I love chopping jungle trees. The vines make it so easy. Now I'm searching everywhere for this beehive and it's starting to get late. Ah, here we are. Perfect timing. This is the bee's nest I found back in episode 3, about 3 minutes 40 seconds into the video. I'm just going to sleep so I can get properly set up. So first of all, we will need a crafting table and a furnace so we can smelt some iron to make shears, which we use to collect honeycomb. But before we do that, we need a campfire. The smoke from the campfire calms down the bees so they won't get mad when we take their honey. The campfire will also burn the bees, so we'll cover it up so our bees are safe. So now we have shears, let's get some honeycomb. Oh, there it is. Just out of reach. Okay, now I just need a tiny bit more wood. And now we have a beehive. So we will bring the beehive home with us, but we also want to bring the bee's nest home with us. So we need to wait for nighttime when the bees go back into their nest, and then we can pick it up with our silk touch axe and transport the nest and the bees back to our village. But for now, we can just hang out for the day and collect some more flowers. While we're here, I'm going to grab some more acacia saplings just to put in pots as decoration. See, look at that! That will look so good in the desert biome. You know, I always build in the jungle biome, but I can see why people would choose a spot like this one. It is a nice, peaceful view. I could get used to this. Okay, now the sun is setting. The bees should be heading back to the nest. I think miss this place. Okay, here she comes. I have my silk touch axe ready. Yes, go us. Now we have a silk touch axe, which means we can also pick up this campfire without breaking it. Okay, maybe we should have slept first. Now it's time to head back. I might leave all this stuff here. It's a nice memory. Okay, I'm all organised, so I'll show you through our list of materials. First, we have our building materials for the main structure. I'm using lime terracotta and sandstone. We will need more than 33 smooth sandstone steps. I made a mistake there. Maybe like 50? Then I'm using moss and bamboo planks for the floor. Alternatively, you can use grass and any type of plank that you like. And of course, we'll need some white stained glass. The crafting table is not essential. Next up, we have our beekeeping stuff, our nest and our hive, 2 campfires, 2 dispensers, 2 buttons, some shears for honeycomb, and glass bottles for honey. Finally, we have our decorations. You can't have a greenhouse without a spore blossom. And we also need lots of flowers, around 30 to 40. And they don't have to be flowers, they can be anything that goes into pots. So I want the front to be here, and we're going to need some more space. So I'm quickly extending out this cliff. It doesn't have to be perfect. This build takes up a 9 by 13 space. Now I'm placing cut sandstone for the pillars. They are 3 blocks apart. Now we go in with the lime terracotta for the inner walls. Now I'm building up to 4 blocks high, leaving gaps for windows and the front door. Now we want the pillars to be 4 blocks high as well, so we are adding 3 blocks of smooth sandstone to each pillar, all the way around. Now take smooth sandstone slabs and place them all the way around the outer edge of the roof. For the rest of the roof, we are using smooth sandstone blocks and white stained glass. Then we will go inside and add the windows. Everything is looking a little bit square, so we will use smooth sandstone steps to soften things a little. Go all the way around. And this matches our library nicely. And now sandstone steps for the front shelf. Heading inside, we want a shelf made from smooth sandstone steps, and then we replace the floors with bamboo planks. Now we are adding moss so we can plant some flowers for the bees. I'm not using grass because it's brown in the desert biome, but moss looks so good. So this half of the room is for flowers and this half of the room is for bees. Now, normally I would always add a pressure plate, but the bees can actually activate a pressure plate and escape, so we don't want that. Let's put a temporary block up here for now, but I will be putting leaves in there later. Okay, now time for our bee stuff. We want our dispensers facing down, glass bottles for honey, shears for honeycomb, and campfires to keep our bees calm. Oh yes, and we need buttons as well. And now time to decorate. I'll grab some flowers so our bees can start working. Now I need to cover up these fires so our bees don't burst into flames. Ooh, I like that. Same thing over here. Nice. Now let's test this because the bee's nest is full. So cool. I don't want to cover up this nest, but I do want to cover up this hive. Oh, a little baby bee. Now let's get some light in here. I don't like that. Yeah, that looks much better. See how you can multiply this flower because it's 2 blocks high? So cool. Ooh, it's definitely bees in the new hive. That's good. Now for some leaves to look like vines. Okay, this hive is overflowing, so let's test it out. Oh, there it is. That works, I guess. Now for the finishing touch. It's like putting the star at the top of the Christmas tree. Doesn't this just look so cute? I love it so much. Yeah, nice. Now this video is getting long, but there's one more tiny thing I want to do very quickly. I reckon I can fit a mini house here for a beekeeper. I'll be very quick, I promise. I'm using yellow terracotta and bamboo looks good, I think. And just a tiny little bedroom, so our beekeeper will be safe. This will be my beekeeper. The potatoes weren't working, so I'm luring him over using beds, which is actually going really well. Nice. I think this is a cute little home for him. And he may be trapped forever, but at least he's comfortable and safe. Okay, one more thing I've added. Oh, two things actually. I added honey blocks down here so the villager can't jump around. So I could remove these fence gates, but I kind of like them there. Okay. And I built a little space filler here, just a bunch of flowers stuck to the yellow, orange, white and green theme. Very deserty. So now we have a sitting area, our library, and a bakery, and now a greenhouse all together. I think it ties in very well. There's such a nice little space up here. So that is it for today. This is one of my favourite builds in this world so far. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed making it. Next week we will continue with the village makeover. I hope you'll join me then. Bye for now.